I had a car accident in 2016. I was only 19 years old, I'm 25 now. I don't have any memory of the accident.
I'm Alisha's mum. I live in Launching Place. I wasn't involved in the accident, but I turned up at the scene while Alisha was still trapped in the vehicle. Over several months to finally get a diagnosis that she did sustain a brain injury. Because she had a broken shoulder, she was having to move around in a wheelchair and be transported with a transport ambulance.
After the accident, literally everything's changed, my feelings and physical things as well. Nothing's normal now.
I had to cut my work hours down quite dramatically, so I'm actually her carer now. Life just isn't the same.
When Alisha's case first came across my desk, I had a look at it, and it was clear that she needed some help negotiating the TAC process. But I can see that given the circumstances of the accident, it was going to be a bit of a tricky one.
When Alisha was in hospital, we had numerous visits from different lawyers, and they sort of said that because we didn't have the details of the other driver at that stage, they just said it's impossible to go for the large compensation. As soon as Alisha had her car accident, it was literally work stopped, so we ended up being in severe financial hardship and we were close to losing our farm. The biggest thing for me was that they actually listened to our story, and even though I was told it was impossible, Jeremy said that it was going to be difficult but not impossible, and that we could definitely have a claim.
The process for her case was a bit unusual in that we were very lucky that her mum had done a lot of detective work, got us some names, got us some witnesses, and so what we were able to do from that is go and contact those witnesses, gather statements and gather up evidence. So we were able to put a case to TAC, a compelling case, that they should pay her compensation in her common law claim. We had a common law settlement conference with the TAC, which is effectively like an informal mediation. TAC certainly needed to be walked through the pretty extraordinary case and to meet with Nancy and with Alisha. And we were able to resolve her case at the conclusion of that conference. And again, you could just see the visible relief on both of their faces that, well, firstly, someone had listened to them, had accepted their story, had taken the time to properly deal with it, and then to know that they were going to have some, compensation to help them out down the track was fantastic.
Jeremy getting the payout for me stopped us from losing our home, so that was huge.
They've really been through a lot, those two, and so for them to have that good outcome and to have been listened to both by Robinson Gill and by the TAC was fantastic for them.